Alright everybody, welcome back to episode 173 of the Craftverse series. We've got quite a bit planned for this week. But first, some landscaping. You might notice I have some red and green nylium down there. But that's not a lot of nylium. And it's very difficult to manage getting everything I need out of that spot without getting attacked by Trident Drowned. Or risking an explosion from something wandering over from the field's side. So I'm going to be moving those fields over here to the right on my screen, in between the mob grinder and that little pathed out, fenced in area, and it's going to be a lot more nylium than there currently is. Let's get to it. Also, you might notice there's a structure there. We're not worrying about that for right now. And speak of the devil, a drowned. A dead as well. I need to get my stuff mended up. I didn't bother doing that between episodes. It should be enough for what I need today, but all of this has to come down. So do I even have... I don't. I've got a bunch of stuff in my inventory, but I don't think any of these have a hoe. I didn't think that part through. Let me just go grab a little bit of iron. See how much this has in here. A fair amount. It's probably going to take, I'll say 3 hoes. We'll go ahead and make it 4. Otherwise, I'm just going to have 2 extra iron in my inventory, so... 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not going to worry about dying while I'm over there. This area is slowly starting to fill out. And I finally have the materials to get this done. That will be finished within this week. First things first, though, I gotta get some of this done because it's starting to bug me. And I would like to use some of these materials at some point soon. I don't know why I didn't just fly over there anyway if I'm gonna go flying. You know what? I'm a little discombobulated. Had a chiropractic adjustment today, and I'm pretty sure that my brain's a little shaken up. I think this is the only really tall one. So we should be good to get the rest from the bottom. I'm not worrying about what I do with all of these wart blocks for now. I might just put them in storage, or I might use them for bone meal, because I am going to need a bunch of bone meal, actually, for the next part. Since I don't have enough nylium itself, I'm going to use the little bone meal trick with netherrack, and if you're unfamiliar with that, I will show you in just a few minutes. See what I mean? Drown. I just killed the other one, and there's already another one. I might have to put in a new Trident bartering farm on this side, actually. Especially with what I plan to do with this area, it might be beneficial. I have so many things cooked up, I just have to actually put them in place. You're not on land, but I'm not giving you the chance to get on land. Bye-bye. Oh, fine. Also, you might notice I do have cracked polished blackstone bricks. I have done a bit of grinding off camera, so you guys didn't have to have pauses in between your videos. Because I know that can be frustrating to watch. You're like, oh, he's got a bunch planned. Wait, where's he going? What is this weird screen I'm looking at? Oh, there he is again. And he's got a bunch of stuff. What did I miss? Well, now you don't have to miss anything this time. Because I'm not doing another grinding session for a couple of episodes. I've got a bunch of materials ready to go. I don't think I needed 4 hose. I overshot. I'd rather have more hose than less hose, to be honest. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that would agree for very different reasons. Yeah, 1 hoe was enough. I overshot by a lot. But it's fine. Once I get rid of this guy, I'll pick up the crimson stems. There we go. That'll despawn. Not overly concerned with it. You know, I did have to use some of the stuff, so I am going to come over here for a brief minute and show you just how much I've dug out of the side of this mountain for the build that we're not talking about, because I have to deposit some stuff in here anyway. That'll do. Put you up there. Alright. There is one that's entirely dirt. Like, literally every single position is filled with dirt. But that one has a good bit of stone, which I will be using some of for the kelp farm that's going in the other barn. How much space do I still have? Enough. Got my silk pick. Good. So I'm going to be removing all of this and putting it where it's supposed to go. Line up. The less I have to bone meal, the better. Like I said, I don't have enough, so I am going to be doing some bone mealing. Okay. Don't need that yet. Now I can have all of this designated for one area. Have a big swath to grind from. I don't actually need these cracked bricks, so... Well, I actually don't need those even more than I don't need the bricks, so I'm going to keep the bricks for now. They're a good pillar block, especially for what's coming next. But right now, I just need to get this swapped out. So where is one that has space? Probably the one with the oak. Pale or otherwise. So we're just going to drop off that and those, because I will be needing the nylium shortly. So I need to have enough space for dirt. All right, let's go back through here and grab some of that dirt. See how well this area is lit up for the moment. I had to light it up just a bit so I wouldn't have mobs spawning on my face. Actually, what I can do while I'm getting the rest of that done. Yeah, I'll drop you in there for now. First, fill in down here while I'm looking at it. Oh, I don't like hearing that while I'm underwater. Where am I hearing that from? Probably inside there, that's fine. If it's in there, they're not out here. And normally that would be a problem, but at the moment we're okay. I don't like having a water hole right there where I'm going to be walking. This will eventually all turn into grass. I'm going to be working out in this particular area for a while, so it'll have plenty of time. This has been bugging me ever since I changed up my design on my creative testing world. Now the challenge says I'm only supposed to actually play on the actual world, like the legitimate world, 2 hours per week. But it doesn't mean I can't make a creative copy and come up with designs that I want for the actual real thing. So, loophole. Plus the challenge is just a guideline. No one's really holding anyone to a specific standard or anything. So, drop some of this dirt back off. Nobody's spawning within range, right? Right, donkeys? You're protecting me? No one's spawning within range? I believe the donkeys are keeping me safe. They are my protectors. Wait. Those are nether wart blocks. Those can go away. I need these. I don't need the wart blocks. I need the nylium. I see sheep. You're not protecting me from the sheep. The sheep are spawning. What are you doing? You're not doing a job. Go get your friend. Go get the sheep. Get him! Look, there's a cat. Okay, fine. I'll calm down. You're right. I'm sorry. I'll let you get back to work. Those donkeys are bossy. Okay, first things first. These need to switch. You need to go. And I can use the hoe on the rest of this, since it is determined to stay in my inventory. This area will be significantly well lit up by the time I am finished. Hello, moon. Goodbye, leaf. Bonk. That can stay over there. Maybe they'll pick it up. I don't know. These, however, do need to leave. So what I'm going to do is drop these off in the mob grinder, because I don't feel like going all the way into my base to sort it properly. I know, how lazy of me. Those aren't going to be needed. You're not going to be needed. You... Not yet. I might come back for you. Yeah, I've got some materials set aside. But while we're right here, let's check on the bees, because it has been a little while, and I want to see... Okay, that is almost 8 blocks. It's currently 7. No, 6. Yes, it's not finished with the 7th one. But we've got a good amount of honeycomb. I still have a bunch of things up there, I believe, that should be making that work. Let me double check. Don't remember exactly how many bottles I threw in there. Those are all going to be shears. Okay, so we've got 7 to 10 and then stacks in the 20s, so we're good on bottles. They're just asleep because it's nighttime, which is fine. I don't need them to be working overtime all the time. Gotta give the bees some time off as well. Be considerate. Sorry, I just had to. It was mandatory. I don't make the rules. I'm gonna go ahead and plunk these down right here for the moment, so I can have them growing. And maybe they'll be useful. Right now that's fine. I actually want to use this as a marker. So we're going to go all the way down to right there and have this come out. Oh, I guess that's as far as it's going to come out. So we got to break all the grass, all the flowers. All this is going to be in the way. Plunk this blue one over here because it wants to be with its buddies. And the first thing I have to do is find where I put the fences. Those are the dark oak. Okay, spruce. That'll do. Because we're going to put this along here. We're going to have it match up with that. Then bring this all the way down. Put you at the other edge. Come down to this side. Swap those out. And bring these out by 2. Alright, that's all the fences I believe I need for this particular area, so this will be fine. Now I need to get one torch out of my inventory. For right now, you can just sit right there. Let's switch you out for this. I believe that is correct, right? Yes. I have to consult an image real quick. Give me just a second. Well, it's not on my computer, so I gotta grab my phone. So for once, I don't have Discord pulled up, and that's where I store most of my related images. Okay, so there's one block of actual grass, and then the thing I need to put there. Okay. One block of actual grass. And then that actually meets up there. And then on the other side, I believe there's still one block of actual grass wrapped all the way around. Good. Not that there particularly needs to be, but there just is. Oh no, that's the other one. Want it to be identical to the image, so we're going to do green on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you meet up with this side, which is the same. And then everything in between gets to become what it needs to be. There is a line in between for light sources. We're not worried about that at the moment. I will come back through with those light sources afterwards once I get all of the nylium out of my pockets, because I need to go get netherrack anyway. So it'll be a dual purpose trip back to the house. It's gonna look kind of reminiscent of a tennis court by the time I'm finished, but it's not the intended purpose. bring you around. I've been looking forward to installing these for quite some time, actually. Some might actually call that sad. But to them I say, you like what you like, enjoy what you enjoy. I let you, so you can let me. Did I not pick up any of those torches? I did not pick up any of those torches. Rude. I actually want those torches. Torches are worth more than dirt, right? Surely. Okay. Now we gotta replicate that over here. 1 block of actual space. Oh, yes. That's why I kept so many. I need to run this all the way across. That gives me the marker I need. One block of grass all the way around. And then I can switch those out for the crimson. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, no, not the dirt. Okay, we're good. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. What are you doing? Judging me? Rude. I don't judge you for liking this content. Don't judge me for being weird. All this grass removed, get all the nylium in place. Come back with netherrack. And then bone meal the living crap out of it. I don't know about you, but I don't want my crap to be living, to be honest. Never understood that sentence. The living crap. Okay, now I can pick up all this dirt. Well, most of this dirt. Now that that's in place, go and deposit. That one's full, so this one gets the dirt. And the extra fences, because I don't really need them at the moment. Did I put any of the other things in my inventory? No, I did not. Okay, well, I have to run back and grab lights and netherrack. I should have some that I'm not smelting into bricks. I hope I have some I'm not smelting into bricks, otherwise I need to make a trip to the nether. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I think maybe that's too much. We'll put the 10 away, and then I have to go downstairs to grab the netherrack. I need at least 2 stacks. actually. We'll do that. That will be enough, for sure. You might think this a maze, but sometimes I amaze myself. And I know where I'm going. Like now. There's two ways to get to where I'm going, and this way's a little bit faster. Not by much, but by a little. Come back down this path. Turn through here. I actually need to swap these out for light sources as well. That one's already got one. This one needs one. And then we wrap these. Okay, turn that off for now so I don't kill my phone battery. If I'm going to be mining out nether trees, they tend to be obnoxiously generated. So I need to make sure I have enough light when I do so. I'm going to swap out that dirt for a stack of netherrack. Now it's not quite the same as overworld grass. It's not going to just spread on its own. You do actually need to bone meal it. But if it's next to a nylium block, that's the next thing it will turn into. So it's a nice little trick for those who are unaware of needing to expand. Makes it a lot easier when you just grab one stack of nylium from whichever biome you need, and then a billion stacks of netherrack. Just bone meal it all to hell. Because you know you're going to end up with a metric ton from just about any singular mining trip in the nether of netherrack. So you might as well put it to use and turn it into nylium. Especially because if a tree sits on it for too long, it turns back into regular netherrack. If you're quick enough, you might just be able to save it as nylium. All you really have to do is break the one that's immediately on top of it. Not underneath it, on top of it. Okay, so now that we've got this in place, we don't need these. That's a little bit less generation the game has to do whenever I'm in this general area. Doesn't have to do the particle effect. The little wispies of a torch. And the little flame. I've been out here all night. Is it already nighttime again? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, so next up, what I want to do is get all of these dirts out of here. Did I get that one already? Nope. Gotta get these dirts, and then I gotta get 1, 2, 3, 4, so 8 stone. Do I have any stone in here? I don't think so. No. Oh, but that's up at 15 now. That was 11 before. So we're almost up to 8 blocks. So the more I work out here, the better. Those are all converted already, but you are not. Turn you into 4 pressure plates. Oh, hush, witch. Be lucky I don't turn my trident killer on. Be glad I'm ignoring you. Those down there so I can easily get in and out from whichever side. And then I gotta get the bone so I can make bone meal. bone. I don't think I'll need that much. But it never hurts to come prepared. And now for a lag spike, because for some unknown reason, especially in the rain, anytime I bone meal one of these, it creates a little bit of a lag. It's not as bad as it was the other day, though, so I don't know what's up. I don't have a particular reason for the sizing of this other than it fits within my current dimensions of this, so that's what we're sticking to. All of this bone mealed. That was more than a stack, okay. So I guess it's a good thing I got all that stack and a half turned into bone meal. Alright, so now that this is fully done, the only thing that remains is getting more lanterns on that side and along these center ones. They might seem irrelevant because it's so well lit with the lanterns, but that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and drop this into the bottom here so I know it's there when I need it. Don't need more netherrack. For right now, I don't need the fences, so they can just go in the middle there. Okay, next up, lanterns. Where are my lanterns? Might be in here, you might not. Are in here. Oh, I did preserve myself some sea lanterns, but that was for the other build, so that's fine. Let's get this done real quick, and then we can wrap up. Have it match these. No, that's one off. There we go. No, that was two. We're gonna start from this side. So this is a 3. And that's a 3. That's a 3. Now we just gotta get this last side, right? No? Already did it? Cool, we're done. Got all of the lanterns back in on this. Oh, wait. Let's get it in front of the bees. For the aesthetics, nothing else. It's already got plenty of lights. Wait, what? You're aligned. Why are you off? Why are you 4? Eh. Oh, because I was going every 2 on this side. Well, you're going to be a little bit different then. Why should you, though? These should be 2, those should be 2, and then these should all be 3s, right? That's where you should be. gonna drive somebody with OCD insane. Not much I can do, though. It's the way this particular build goes, I guess. Doesn't have to. Three, 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 three. Yes, okay. Compromise this side for that one. And then we'll go back over to that side real quick and fix that, and then we'll be done. So it's the only other side that's off by any. Okay, everything should be more or less even. Let's go get a bird's eye view. Boing. Nicely lit area. All of the lanterns are in. And we have multiple ways in and out. There's only one thing I haven't done, and that's add in the path blocks. So let's go ahead and add that real quick. This episode's going to be a little bit longer, but it's fine. If this is going to be part of a road, I need it to look like it's part of a road. And eventually I'll add in something on that side. I haven't quite decided what I'm putting over there yet, so it's just going to be barren for the moment. But now the path's in. Just barely made it. Nice. Yeah, there we go. I haven't decided if I'm putting a fence there or not. I will figure that out between episodes, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you next episode where we will actually get started on the kelp farm that is in that other build, because it's calling to me to get it done today. Yes, I record these in multiple sessions. Have a good rest of your day, like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!